Hello guys, welcome to another video. This test was a test at Hither Driving Test Center on the 23rd of September 2021, and this was a beautiful Thursday morning. Test was at 11:41 a.m. The learner passed the tests on her first attempt with 4 minor faults. Now, 3 of these faults were for not making enough progress, literally just driving too slow, doing about 12, 13, 14 miles an hour on a 20-mile road. Now, examiner did mention that he actually made comments about this to the learner while she was driving, but she continued to drive a little bit within that same 13, 14 miles an hour during the test, and emphasized that had she done that again one more time, he would have failed after it. So this is important, and I'm pointing this out because I keep emphasizing to learners that it is important to make sure that if it's safe and it's safe to make progress, make sure you're keeping up with traffic. I mean, as long as you're not going above the speed limit, make progress, make move, don't creep and assume you're trying to be safe. I mean, using the examiner's words, you can be too safe sometimes that it becomes unsafe, or sorry, you can be too slow sometimes that it becomes unsafe, which is correct, because when you're too slow you start to create angry drivers behind you, and angry drivers create dangerous roads. So you've got to bear this in mind. When it's safe, make progress. Don't sit at 13, 14 miles an hour on a 20-mile road. Now, if what is keeping you slow is humps on the road, now remember, you slow down as you go through the humps, and once you do that, make progress and move on again. Now, our second fault was for going over a mini roundabout instead of going around it. So remember guys, don't drive over a mini roundabout if your car can actually go around it. You should only be going over this mini roundabout or the painted section of the mini roundabout if your car is too big to go around it. This is the only situation where you are permitted to go over it. Otherwise, make sure you go around it. Make sure. These were the only faults that she had on this test, and everything else was a breeze. It was good, and I was actually proud of her driving. Now, if you noticed at the beginning, she was asked to do a reverse bay parking inside the test center before they left, and that was actually a very brilliant parking. I couldn't have been more proud than that. So yeah, she went in and it was one time and it was straight in. I was lucky to capture a little glimpse of it. Before the start of the reverse bay parking, the learner was asked to tell the examiner how she would change the deep headlight to main beam, and how she would know inside of the car that the full beam or the main beam is actually on. This was the tell me question. And during the test, while she was driving, Lena was asked to show me how you would wash and clean the front windscreen. The learner was also asked to perform an emergency stop. This can also be called a controlled stop. And examiner did mention that he was actually quite happy with emergency stopping, because so many times people were asked to do this and they would take forever to stop the vehicle. So those were the situations that occurred during the test. Now remember guys, like I mentioned in the previous video, as you'd see on the top right corner, there are some numbers on the screen. Now those are GPS coordinates of the test route. So if you want to get to any point on your navigation to where the test route was gone through, or sorry, where the test has gone through, you can actually dial in those numbers on your map and it would navigate you to that exact point. So, for example, if you wanted to go to where the emergency stop occurred, or if you wanted to drive to any intersection that you recognize from the video that you might struggle with, or you think you might struggle with, then you can dial that coordinates and go there to do some practice. So that's why I have put the coordinates on the screen through the video. So if this is useful, or if you eventually make use of this, let me know so that I have a clue if it's actually helping someone. So enjoy the video. And as usual, remember, use these as a help, as a guide, not something you need to cram, whereby on the day of your test, you're thinking of this video. You should only remember and help yourself with them to help you prevent doing the same mistakes. Remember, the road situations are always going to be different. You might go through a road at 3 p.m. and if you come back at 3:02 on the same day, the situations can be different. So don't forget, focus more at what's ahead of you. Focus on your surroundings, be more aware, and be safe. Remember your speed signs. Don't forget the speed sign. Don't forget the bus lanes. Remember to look on the floor as well as above you, because sometimes the directions would be on the floor, the arrows, particularly when you're getting to roundabouts, when you get into traffic light intersections. Keeping in your lane, staying in the lane, going straight ahead. Sometimes you might not be able to go straight ahead on the left lane. You might have to change into the middle lane, and so on and so forth. So it's really important to pay attention as you drive. Do not be thinking in your mind while you do your test. Remember, keep your eyes open and then walk along with that. So good luck again, guys, with your test, and I wish you best of luck.